When King of the Monsters came out earlier this year, the 2019 incarnation of the MonsterVerse Godzilla became an instant fan favorite. That includes us as well, of course. Legendary Pictures took inspiration from the original 1954 Japanese film's Godzilla and incorporated many of its design elements on their own Godzilla, paying homage to the classic kaiju. The MonsterVerse Godzilla is also more reptile-like, with its nostrils more separate than previous incarnations, with them being on opposite sides of the snout. And since we're talking about the King of Monsters himself, who could forget the atomic breath scenes? Well, it sure is something else entirely. Now, with all those improvements and all the various tricks up its sleeves, it's hard to imagine any other incarnation of Godzilla getting the better out of legendary Godzilla. Some may even say that it's the best incarnation of Godzilla so far. Or is it? Well, there's another widely popular incarnation of Godzilla which has its own separate following. This is none other than Shin Godzilla, that appeared in the 2016 Toho film Shin Godzilla. If we were able to compare both these monsters side by side, and if they happened to go head-to-head one day, who'd actually win? Well, we're here to find out just that for you today. Welcome to Factholic, and let's find out what happens when legendary Godzilla goes up against Shin Godzilla. So, when we think about Godzilla or any other kaiju, the first thing that pops up in most of our minds is their size. Let's face it, size matters, especially when it comes to Godzilla. We hope you didn't take that the other way, even though it matters there as well. Our point is that, for whatever reason, there seems to be a jockeying between Hollywood and Godzilla's hometown to see who can actually produce the largest Godzilla for the big screen. Well, back in 2014, Legendary pushed the envelope by making Godzilla a staggering 108 meters tall. At the time, this was the largest Godzilla to date. Toho's response? Make him bigger. So in 2016, they released Shin Godzilla and trumped Legendary by 10.5 meters, making Shin Godzilla an impressive 118.5 meters tall. Well, it would seem the tail measuring continues, because earlier this year, we found out that Godzilla's official height in Mike Dougherty's 2019 sequel is a massive 119 meters tall. Quite hysterical when you think about it. Legendary took Shin Godzilla's record and added an extra half meter to Godzilla's height for the King of the Monsters, making KOTM Goji the biggest Godzilla from any film to date yet again. Your move, Toho. So analytically, looking at size numbers, legendary Godzilla with a height of 119 meters, length of 177 meters, and weighing 99,634 tons over Shin Godzilla's 118.5 meters height, 333 meters in length, and weight of 92,000 tons, definitely means that size-wise, the MonsterVerse Godzilla has an advantage. Although the length of Shin Godzilla is definitely superior given its significantly longer tail, but still, the size round goes to Legendary Godzilla. Now let us identify some special perks of Legendary Godzilla over Shin, and then those of Shin over Legendary Godzilla. And the first perk, or rather advantage, of the Legendary Godzilla is that he's very durable. Even more durable than Shin Godzilla. He's shown to have survived the detonation of Castle Bravo, a 15-megaton hydrogen bomb, well directly next to the bomb in 1954. He also survived the impact of the meteor, which caused the Permian extinction event. Well, it's almost as if the MonsterVerse Godzilla is invincible, unless something powerfully directly hits his gills. The other advantage that Legendary Godzilla has is that he's actually a fighter. This animalistic alpha predator actively roots out monsters looking to kick him down a notch. He's burly, strong, and fast. While Shin Godzilla is definitely not a fighter and his arms are scrawny and he's easy to knock over. Legendary Godzilla's atomic breath is another ability up its sleeve. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, we got to see that his breath is very intense and beam-like in appearance. His eyes and numerous orifices around his scales also glow neon blue moments before and when he unleashes the beam from his mouth. At the Antarctic, the atomic breath demonstrates explosive properties, having decimated a Monarch facility during a battle against Ghidorah. However, in this regard, Shin Godzilla also has a powerful option in the laser breath, which is really quite powerful. Able to slice through scores of buildings with deathly accuracy, this may give Legendary Godzilla a fair amount of trouble. Although it's an inefficient ability because if Shin Godzilla uses his laser breath too much, he overheats and spends around 2 weeks in a coma. Well, too much of anything can make you sick, so know your limits or surpass them. That's some wise advice from our side. Legendary Godzilla's speed and agility is also a plus over Shin. Godzilla's top swimming speed can reach up to 40 knots, and he's fast enough to slam the male Muto onto a skyscraper with his tail. Godzilla's also able to run at great speeds while charging Ghidorah. Shin Goji can barely move his arms, while Legendary Goji is a melee powerhouse designed to go toe-to-toe with other kaiju. He'd even maul Shin in an actual fight. Although a significant perk that Shin has over Legendary is self-mutation. While all the other organisms mutate and evolve gradually over countless generations, Shin Godzilla has the ability to mutate his DNA at will to adapt to any situation. Shin is ever evolving and there's no limit to his evolution. Now, to sum it all up, a battle of this magnitude would be amazing to watch since they're both in almost equal size, strength, and power. And although in our video it seems like Legendary Godzilla will completely destroy Shin with his abilities, it'd be rather a close call in battle with the two kaiju. It's very hard to tell who would win if these two titanic kaijus collided with each other because it's all hypothetical. We can throw numerous fan theories and hypothetical battles all we want, but we'll never know until and unless we see these titans going head-to-head on screen. But if you ask us, we'll have to give it to the Legendary Godzilla. Why? Because he is the true king of the monsters. He was able to overcome and defeat his nemesis, Legendary King Ghidorah, which is no minor feat. The ability to generate thermonuclear pulses is a huge advantage for the Legendary Godzilla over Shin. Using his ability, Godzilla starts to heat up and glow fiery red, burning and melting objects in his vicinity, and in the King of Monsters, he becomes completely immune to Ghidorah's gravity beams. So that settles it for us. Legendary Godzilla takes victory this time around, and although Shin is not weak by any means, but the King of the Monsters is simply that good. With that, we've come to the end of this video. So does the result seem fair to you? Which Godzilla, according to you, would take the victory? Do let us know in the comment section below. And for more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to Factholic and stay tuned for the next one.